Prince Harry may have been smiling and waving to crowds in London, but one body language expert has suggested he still put up a barrier between himself and his fans. The Duke of Sussex was at St. Paul's Cathedral last night to attend a service of thanksgiving to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the Invictus Games. While he was joined by his late mother's family, members of the royal family decided to snub the event. Harry met with crowds outside the cathedral once the service was over. While he shook hands and smiled, body language expert Judy James suggested he felt a degree of wariness and anxiety. For all the latest on news, politics, sports, and showbiz from the USA, go to the Mirror US. Read more. King Charles and Prince Harry won't have an easy journey if they want to fix their relationship. Speaking exclusively to the Mirror, she said, "The way Harry takes a virtual dive towards the crowds here, bending his legs and his torso into a bit of a crouch, suggests he wants to make this pressing of the fans' flesh look spontaneous and impromptu. He seems to be bolstered up by the warm greeting as his grin widens with unfiltered pleasure as he shakes the group by their hands, letting everyone know that this is not going to be a long walkabout, though by his bent posture." Harry still retains the barrier rituals though. One hand is across his torso at all times here, and although its function might seem to be to hold his tie back, it looks suspiciously like a barrier ritual that suggests a degree of wariness and anxiety here. Judy also suggested Harry was grateful for the warm reception he received from the crowd, following reports he and Meghan Markle were worried about people booing. She said, "Despite those medals pinned to his chest, and despite the couple of friendly grins he threw at the crowds, Harry's body language here suggested a slightly forlorn and wary inner state as he exited his car and made his way up the steps to the church. He buttoned his jacket and then kept his hand there, even replacing it as he shook hands with the clergy, suggesting a need for a partial barrier gesture. His 3 waves to the crowd were relatively humble rather than royal, with the palm held out and the fingers splayed, and more of an over-the-shoulder glance than any creation of a more static and deliberate pose of greeting. His grin suggested he was grateful for the reception and keen to create some friendly bonds with the crowds here. The way the grin widened as he turned for one last wave also suggested a possible sense of relief that he had got this very public solo arrival over. Follow the Mirror US news page on Facebook. All the latest news, showbiz, lifestyle and sports updates, brought to you by our dedicated American team. Follow the Mirror US news page on Facebook to make sure you're not missing out. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.